everyone, and welcome back. Today we are going to be doing our stretches for our splits. Splits are very important when it comes to gymnastics. We use them in a lot of moves like cartwheels, backward walkovers, forward walkovers, and just on their own as a move. So we are going to start off with our right leg split. So we're going to put our right leg forwards. So we're starting on our knee and we're going to go into a lunge, okay? This is our front lunge. We want to make sure our foot is in front of our knee. So Kiri, just move your foot a little bit further forwards. That's it. We always want to make sure our foot is in front of our knee. We can have hands on our hips or hands down on our side. We want to keep our shoulders facing forwards and our chin up. We're then going to go into a half split. So we're going to push backwards on our front foot. We can put our hands on the floor for balance if we need. So we've still got a nice pointed toe. We want to make sure that it's our little toe going to the floor, not our big toe. So Maisie, just turn your front leg out for me. Very good. Then we're going to flex our front foot if we can. This makes it a little bit deeper, the stretch. We're going to hold for a second. Then we're going to point our toe again and go back into a front lunge. Very good. So we're sinking into that back hip. If you want to make it harder, you can lean your shoulders back a little bit and look up to the ceiling. Very good, girls. Well done. Then we're going to go back into our half split. So pushing back. Again, making sure that front foot's not rolling in, so pushing that little toe to the floor. Lovely turnout, Georgie, well done. And then we're going to flex our foot. Very good, that's only if you want a deeper stretch. And then going forwards one more time. Into our front lunge. Very good. This time you're going to put your hands on the floor and just step your foot out a little bit further to make it a deeper lunge. That's it. So again, this just makes that stretch a little bit better before we go into our full split. Very good. Then we're going to go back into our back half split and we're going to try and reach our hands really far forwards and try and get our nose on our knee. Very good. From here, we're going to slide down into splits. So we're just going to slide our front foot out. If you can't get all the way down, that's fine. You can stop whenever you can. That's it. So then we can sit up, girls. So sit up to start with, lovely. So we're going to start off with our hands on the floor. So when we're in splits, we want to make sure that our front leg is nice and straight with toe pointed. If you can, trying to push your little toe to the floor, not big toe. We want to make sure our back legs are nice and straight, so our foot is completely underneath. So Kiev just had a very little adjustment, but that's lovely. So we've got a lovely straight leg with toes turned underneath. We want to be able to see the bottom of the foot. So now that we are in our split, we can put our hands on our head if we want to try and balance a little bit. Then if you want to make it even harder, you can put your hands out to the side. And then if you want to be stretching your back as well, to be leaning back, you can put your hands behind your hips on the floor and look up at the ceiling. Very good. And then if you are really good at your splits and you want to make it a little bit harder, we're going to do a little routine of circling our arms. So we're going to reach forwards towards our toes. Then we're going to go up in the air and back behind. And again, we're going to go forwards, up in the air, back behind. Forwards, up in the air, back behind. Very nice, girls. You can come out of your splits, give your legs a little shake. So we want to make sure our muscles stay nice and warm. And then we are going to repeat the same on the other side. So we're going to put our other leg forwards. Very nice. Again, making sure our foot is in front of our knee. Well done, girls. Hands on our hips or down on the floor, whatever feels comfortable. Then we're going to go back into our half split. Lovely. You can go straight into putting your hands forwards in your nose, or you can just stay how Georgie is at the end and just stay where you are. Then you can lunge forwards. Good, really pushing those hips down and back into our half split. Good, then we're going to go into our deeper lunge. That's it, slide that front foot out. Try and lift your hands up on this one so we can help sink down. Good, back into our half split, making sure we reach our hands forwards, trying to get our nose on our knee. Good, and then slide down as far as we can. Everyone normally has a good split, and the other one we find a little bit more challenging. We want to make sure we stretch both so we can get equally good at both of them. So making sure our front toes are pointed again, not turning in, so little toe to the floor. Our back legs are straight with our foot right underneath. Then when you feel ready, you can take your hands off the floor You can put them on your head, you can put them out to the side, or you can put them behind you, wherever you feel comfortable. And then if you're wanting it a little bit harder, we can do that routine again of reaching forwards, up in the air and behind you. So forwards, up in the air and behind. Very nice. Forwards, up in the air and behind. Forwards, up in the air and behind. Very nice, girls. You can come out, shake your legs. The next thing we are going to do is our box split. So we're going to start off in a frog sit. When we put our knees out to the side, our feet behind us, and we can be either on our tummy or our elbows, depending on how flexible we are. So we want to make sure that our knees and our hips are all in one line. So Maisie, just move your hips a little bit further forwards for me. Lovely. So we want to make sure that we're making that straight line, and we want to be holding this for around 30 seconds. So feel free to pause this and hold it for as long as you would like. Then when you're ready, you're carefully going to come out of this however you want and come out of it. Then we are going to go into our box splits. So you're going to start in straddle stand, and you're going to slide down as far as you can go. When you're as far as you can go onto your elbows, and you're going to try and push your hips down. So again, we want to be in a nice straight line all the way from our toes, up our knees, across our bottom and over to the other side. And we want to be squeezing our knees. Once you feel like you have mastered this bit, that's when you're going to try and sit up. So Maisie and Kiri and Georgie, do you want to try and sit up? And when we do this, we want to try and turn our knees up to the ceiling. So we don't want them facing forwards. And eventually our aim is to be able to do this with our hands off the floor. Very good, well done. So again, splits needs to be practiced quite regularly. So try and do this a couple of times a week, and then you will get really good. Okay, well done, girls. You can come out of your splits.